Do you think a movie, let's just take, for example, Obsession.
Yep.
Do you think it could do as well and get as many eyeballs? Obviously, you don't make, money per ticket on YouTube, but do you think if he put that on YouTube, it would have did an equivalent of what it did in the box office, or what it's doing in the theaters right now?
Yes.
You think so?
I think so. You talk about how much money he made?
Well, I mean, I think I
won't even say he made. I'll say the movie made.
Yeah, because it's different, right? Like YouTube's revenue structure is different than
For
a
sure.
box office, right? So I wouldn't say that. I want to say impact. I want to say, the level of impact that it's having right now.
So do you know something about Curry Barker, the director? Do you know anything?
I don't know much about him. I know I shot him once. He was doing a sketch with Batch, and I shot him once, but I don't know him much beyond that.
So did you know that he shot his own stuff, his own content?
No, I do know he's about his YouTube channel and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So he got 1 million followers over there.
Yeah,
1 million followers. So, to answer your question, are you asking me if he could make 240? I think it's at 240 million worldwide.
Right. It's a hard question to ask because I know what I'm trying to say.
I think with the reason why he's getting so much success, for one, the movie's fire. Have you watched it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I plan on going to see it.
Movie's great. I watched it twice.
Yeah.
It's written great. It's performed amazingly, bro. I don't see too many chinks in the armor in that film, to be honest with you, bro. And I'm not a horror guy. That's my least favorite genre. I'm a suspense action comedy. You know what I'm saying? Rom-com. That's my world. Those are the type of movies I like to watch. Almost all type of movies, but horror. Mm-hmm. Because the horrors are very cheap. They're very lazy. A lot, in my opinion. We know when it's scary. You open the closet, you part the clothes, the jump. It's gonna happen either through the clothes or when you close the door and turn around. Mm-hmm. We know that. So they're very boring to me. Obsession. There's a handful of filmmakers that make great horrors because they have great story, they have great dialogue, they have great mystery. Not just horror, not just gore. It's mystery, it's mystique. Mm-hmm. He had all that in it. So it's a great movie for one. And for two, it did so well. I think it's been promoted. It's been promoted so well too. I don't know how much money they put into advertising this movie. Yeah. Even after the movie's out, because more people are going to see the movie in the second week than they did in the third week than they did in the first week.
Yeah, which is crazy. Uh-huh.
It's crazy. And that's what I think they're breaking word a little bit. I think either his movie or Backrooms have broken the record for like most something in the history of filmmaking.
Of like the second week. I think it was
I just read it. I'm sorry. I wish I could quote it right now, but it's in somewhere in my saved archives on my IG. But if it was just on YouTube, it probably wouldn't have got as much recognition. But he would have been. It would have been very, very successful. He would have made a lot of money on YouTube. Because you can make a lot of money on YouTube. You can make a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Very similar to the amount of money he makes individually as a director for that movie. He can do that on YouTube. And a lot of the thing about YouTube is it's just direct to fans, and it's just you have to split that money with YouTube only. Mm-hmm. Unless you were dealing with, you don't have to worry about this distribution. You got to pay them, and you got to pay the guy, whoever put the money up for the movie. You got to pay them back. But you could do that with if that movie was as viral in the theaters as it is on YouTube. I mean, viral on YouTube as it is in the theaters. His bread. He bred it up. Everybody happy. But because it was the theaters and no the theaters haven't been the big thing in years. Mm-hmm. So maybe even pandemic for sure. Maybe even before the pandemic, they were kind of dying down. Mm-hmm. I go to the movie theater, me and my wife, sometimes on the heavy week, 3 to 4 times a week. Mm-hmm. On the low week, once a week. I'm in the theater all the time. Is there something in there? If there's something interesting on in the theaters, me and my wife want to go see it. And it'd be me, her, 7 other people in there on average. A big theater, 9 to 10 people in there. My last time I went to go see Obsession, and it wasn't a full house because still wasn't 200 people in there, but it might have been like 60, 70, which is a lot nowadays for a movie theater to be halfway full. So yeah. And obviously people are going again because it's breaking movie records, especially records from years ago when the theaters used to be packed. So it's doing numbers, but I think it's a hype job based off of specifically because it's in the theaters doing so well that people are like, man, I ain't seen a horror do this well in the theaters since blah 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 blah. Let me go check it out. It's a hype job. Yeah. People are hyping this movie.
Yeah,
word of mouth. It's a hype job, but the hype it lives up to the hype. So everything is rolling on all cylinders. This guy is 26 years old. He already had a fan base in YouTube. Most filmmakers don't have a social media fan base. He's a film director that had 1 million people on YouTube that rock with his comedy sketches and his short horrors. So he took all that and whoever his team was, they manifested and pushed towards promoting towards the movie theaters, and he did well. So I think it's because he was a successful YouTuber and a dope ass director. It translated. So if you can translate how dope you are online and be just as dope in the real world of cinema, you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Hence the 20-year-old dude that made Backrooms.
Backrooms, yeah.
Backrooms. He had a big following. He did a video. He did a short already on YouTube that blew up, that went viral. So imagine he's taking the same format. I'm now put it in the theaters. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see this because I want to see what a YouTuber can do in the theaters. And you saw what they do. YouTube University, bro.
And I'm a big proponent of YouTube University for sure. Do you think, people say horrors are just like an easy sell, and it's harder with like a rom-com or a drama or action because you need a face. With horror, you just need horror. Do you think that this could happen in the same fashion if somebody built up, like say for example, like you're continuing to build up your cachet, your catalog and all of that? When you get to a point where you do a rom-com or a drama, like what do you think it'll take to this is like an outlier, but what do you think it'll take to like make that translate to theaters?
I don't think I need superstars. Friday is the best comedy, urban comedy, hood comedy ever. I'll debate that with anybody. Easily. And there's no stars. The biggest star was the rapper Ice Cube, who wasn't even, who his heyday wasn't behind him, but he was transitioning into acting with Higher Learning and Boys in the Hood and other movies. Then he did his own movie, and that was I don't even think it was great initially, but once it hit. And it's the best comedy out. And he did 2 more of those. He should have did more. But like that, he made stars out of all those people. This guy Curry Barker is making stars out of everybody that was in that project. And then none of them were stars. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to doing a rom-com or action, if there's no faces, the story has to be that much better. What sold it? Of course, Indy, the woman that played Nikki, she was amazing. And then the guy that played Bear, amazing actors. They're no-name actors. In their own right, they're great actors, but they're not famous. They are now, and they should be top tier from now on, in my opinion. But it's not only did they perform well, but the story was dope. The suspense. The horror, the genre, whatever genre it is, and the genre is like a psycho thriller, psycho horror. He nailed it. He nailed it. So if it's an action or a rom-com, the rom-com has to be nailed. If the actors aren't known, the performances have to be just as good as any top actor. You know, Indy did as great as any top actress that could play that character. She did just as good. You know what I'm saying? So did Bear. So did the guy. So, and I think that Curry Barker directed the film as great as any other director that could do that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you don't have no names, you got to be on the same level as the names that you don't have.